The year is 1944. World War II has raged for 4 long years. Across Europe, the Nazi grip tightens, a cruel fist clenching around the hope of millions. Yet on the horizon, a storm brews. The Allies, after years of meticulous planning, are ready to strike back. This is the story of D-Day, the largest amphibious invasion in history and the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. June 6, 1944, marks a date forever etched in the annals of human conflict, a day where the fate of the world hung precariously in the balance. The beaches of Normandy, France, chosen for this monumental operation, became a canvas of chaos, courage, and sacrifice. Codenamed Operation Overlord, the invasion involved years of preparation, a testament to the Allied commitment to liberate Europe from Nazi tyranny. Their objective: establish a foothold on continental Europe, a beachhead from which to launch a final decisive offensive against Hitler's forces. Leading the Allied charge was General Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Force. His burden was immense, the weight of the free world resting upon his shoulders. Opposite him stood the formidable German General Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox, tasked with fortifying the Atlantic Wall against the anticipated invasion. Both men, masters of warfare, prepared their armies for a clash that would decide the fate of millions. The Allied plan was audacious, relying on a complex symphony of air, sea, and land operations. Paratroopers would land behind enemy lines, disrupting communication and sowing confusion. Naval bombardments would soften German defenses, paving the way for the main assault. Waves upon waves of landing craft, disgorging troops onto the beaches. 5 beaches were designated for the invasion: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. Each beach represented a different challenge, a different test of Allied resolve. The initial hours of the invasion were chaotic and brutal. At Omaha Beach, American troops faced withering fire from well-entrenched German defenders. Casualties were heavy, the sand stained crimson with the blood of fallen heroes. Yet amidst the carnage, acts of extraordinary bravery unfolded. Small units, defying the odds, pushed forward, inch by bloody inch, securing a precarious hold on the beach. On other beaches, the fighting was equally fierce, but the Allied advance gained momentum. British and Canadian troops secured their objectives, pushing inland against fierce resistance. From the air, paratroopers fought their way to their objectives, disrupting German reinforcements and creating havoc behind enemy lines. The fate of the invasion, however, still hung in the balance. Despite heavy losses, the Allies persevered. Within a few days, they had established a secure foothold in Normandy. The liberation of France had begun. The Battle of Normandy, however, was far from over. What followed were weeks of grueling combat, a relentless back and forth, as the Allies fought to break out of the hedgerow country and liberate key cities like Caen. The cost of victory was high. Thousands of soldiers from both sides lay dead, their sacrifice a grim testament to the horrors of war. The successful Allied invasion of Normandy marked a turning point in World War II. It opened a second front in Europe, relieving pressure on the Eastern Front and ultimately leading to the liberation of France and the defeat of Nazi Germany. The bravery and sacrifice of those who fought on D-Day will never be forgotten. They stand as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, courage and determination can triumph.